First of all, there was a siren, and everyone thought, oh, right, we haven't been prepared, you know, everyone was trying to get prepared, but because everyone's got lives as well as the eviction, you know, people are working or people have got children, and it's just everyone was always sort of quite busy, as you can imagine, and then when the actual eviction came, the day came, it was just unexpected. So I think about 5:30, maybe quarter to 6, between 5:30 and 5:45 in the morning, there was a knock on the door.
You're in, right? Just let beautiful your war, you're in! British Waterways sell the last working wharf in Oxford.
I had about 6 police officers knock on the boat to try and wake me up. I came out and they gave me to 6:30 to
I'll get changed, I'll put my
move all my property off the bank. Gave me to 7 o'clock to move my boat off there and remoor over this side, all the other way to arrest us. So there's about 4 or 5 of us, grabbed all our gear, hold it on boats, but I used other boats here to put gear on as well. Because the likelihood of us getting arrested we didn't want.
What happened was that I was walking down the street and I saw one of these extremely large cranes coming down the street, and as he stopped, I spoke to the driver and asked him if he was coming down to the boatyard. He lied to me and told me that he had nothing to do with the boatyard, but I had an idea that he was coming down here. So I followed him down, and due to the size of his vehicle, he was driving quite slowly. And as he came to turn into the boatyard, I jumped in front of the vehicle, got the D-lock out and tried to lock onto his brake lines, but unfortunately 3 coppers pounced on me as soon as I tried it and got me away before I managed to lock on. Which fortunately means that I haven't been arrested, but unfortunately means that I didn't manage to slow down the process that's going on here at the moment.
But how do you feel about losing your home?
How do I feel about it? Just accepting. Just from the minute they turned up, it was just that we were lucky to get anything out, really, at all. Any of our, like, got the kids' books, and that's the most important thing, really. The kids are happy. They've got their books and some of their toys, and that was the main thing, you know. Yeah, I know it sounds like I'm just accepting. I'm just glad that we've got anything at all.
Hello, remember that? That was eviction day, May 2006, 14 long years ago. A long battle for the future of the Jericho Boatyard had ended in defeat. The squatters were evicted by force, and it had made the national news. Since then, the battle has been over the land and its future use. Plans have come and plans have gone. The latest in the last 2 years by developer CHAF, but even that has changed. CHAF still have an interest in the site, but a local business has become a stakeholder to act as a catalyst to help bring the scheme to fruition. Cornerstone Land are a sister company of Lockswood Developments based in Begbrook. They're responsible for the water conversion development and now this is the thing that I've done on the Boatyard. Every time I do it, somebody comes up and says, this is the wrong time, this is the wrong time. But actually, this is the right time because it's about to get time to develop 2 weeks from Jericho. The architect of the new Boatyard is Dougal Anderson. Some of you may have seen him last year in the Kids Centre. He has 4 heritage projects in Bath and elsewhere. He's here I've got 2 empty chairs inside. Let's have a look at this battle, shall we? It's rather ingenious. The centrepiece is a new Boatyard with 3 boats repaired. One was originally planned. About an excellent is based on the community. Based to the bridge, overlooking up between Jericho disabled and central piazza. Or at the central piazza laid, that's object of some distance. What is set off and paid for by construction 18 rather upmarket town houses. They will not be cheap. Jericho is not a charity. All the construction is an original Jericho landmark to develop this church by Thomas University. Let's take in the 3 dimensions just for a minute. I have a look at that again without my voice. Let's look at that and a bit more detail if we can and the dimensions. First of all, the body bear, the whole fly through all that. Together that one, just so you can get an idea of the size and shape of what the doing. Okay, if we can, let's look at some a bit more detail at some of the particulars of the plan. First of all, the boat repair yard. 3 berths with rooms to stay and a winding circle for the boats. That's one more than originally planned, meaning less space for the piazza. Secondly, change slide, the new community centre, which you can see here on the left in Dawson Place. It's partially over the boatyard. The developer's only offering to supply phase 1. The JCA has to fundraise for phase 2. Now that could be a stretch. They've got, it is fitted out, but some things, the JCA, for example, say that the cafe is not to their liking. Thirdly, the bridge over the canal. If we change slide, please. The bridge over the canal. Now that's good. Now we've got a stair lift for the disabled in response to the My Jericho session last year. I hope you can hear me on this. Fine, as change slide if you can again, please. There we are, the townhouses. There are 18 of them, and they're not for you and me, with their vistas over the canal. But as the Cranham Street flat show and the new houses show, there is a demand for this kind of posh housing in Jericho. So, I'm sorry if I'm breaking up, but keep watching. And finally, the old community centre in Canal Street, will become social housing. And then, if you change slide again, there is a central piazza in front of St Barnabas. There it is, in front of St Barnabas. I hope you can hear that. Now that's the rub. And if we can change slide, the developer and the Jericho Wharf Trust, the JCA, the Community Boatyard Limited, the Jericho Living Heritage Trust, and St Barnabas Parochial Church, part company. The JCA say simply the piazza is too small. The piazza or pizza needs to be made bigger. They want space for concerts and other community events. They're not here this evening. That's the second empty chair next to me here. So we have 2 empty chairs where people should be answering your question. And let's look at a proposal for over the bridge. Michael Barnes has put forward a proposal for, if we move on, please, to the Chinese, more of the townhouses. Michael Barnes wants to have buffaloes going across the canal over this traditional Chinese bridge. You see it here. It's not known if the developer is seriously considering it. Michael too agreed to this and then pulled out. So there we are. That's a third empty chair, but we've only got 2 beside me. If we can go back to me in vision, if we can, please. Right. So we did ask for questions from people, and the questions came in first of all from Valerie Petz, and I'll have to ask of the empty chairs. How is it the parking has suddenly appeared at Southern End when earlier there was none? Is this what has caused the increase in volume of buildings on the south side of the piazza? That's the developer. Again to the developer, as Jericho is a conservation area, how do these buildings adjacent to the vicarage and closest to the church fit with the traditional style of Jericho streets? They'll be seen from the whole length of Cardigan Street. Number 3, the size and shape of the layout of piazza looks ugly and is impractical for any public gatherings. What is going to be done about this? And Alison Hill asked a question about, is the bridge going to be used as a bicycle track between the station and Jericho? If so, will pedestrians not enjoy that? Now, if we can come back to me in vision, Phil, right? What do I think? Because these 2 people here haven't come to put their point of view. I think this is a unicorn. Everybody wants something different, and it ends up with everybody getting nothing. I mean, this is probably the last chance for the Jericho community to use this prize asset. My vote is compromise and grab the proposal with both hands, or turn the land into a wild sanctuary, the sort of trap grounds of Jericho. There is, anyway, a new public space in Mount Place by the canal, and that is already being used for many community activities. It may mean the need for a bigger slice of piazza in Jericho Wharf is redundant. Whatever happens, there'll be need to closure on this very soon. Apologies if you've had bad sound, but it will be better. And this is all recorded, and you can. It'll be better than recorded. If we can finally give a plug to what's coming up next week in my virtual Jericho. Sir Richard Peto, Jericho's best-known resident, will be talking about how many COVID deaths there have been. And he thinks way in excess of what the government is telling you. So that's the Richard Peter next Wednesday at 5:30 here, and then the week after that there'll be a man talking about the BBC and whether we should preserve it or not, and the day after that Jim White, another local resident, talking about reporting for the Daily Telegraph and Sport. I hope I've given you some things to think about. Meanwhile, let's look forward to what might be, or maybe what won't be. Let's have a look one more time at the fly-through. Thank you. And that's it. See you all next week.